This is a teardown of a TV IPS model TVG430 video gateway, and basically it's a video over network converter. So we'll start by removing this faceplate, which we'll see if I'm going to have to improvise or if I have the right size X bit. Perfect. Sweet. Alright. Kind of a neat design how the faceplate can handle two boxes rather than putting rack ears on the box itself. I just mount it to the faceplate. And those are Torx T10 bits from the looks of it. Yep. Cover just looks like a really basic piece of galvanized steel that's been cut to size. There we go. And there's the inside. It's interesting how this broadcast equipment all just looks bodged together. Let's try and decide how to approach this. So I'm going to need to get something to remove the nuts for the BNC connectors, along with these nuts for the serial port. Just curious what else I can get though before I go grab that. Screws all around. Power supply. Yep. Power supply might be worth saving depending on the brand. I've never heard of that brand. Take a closer look at it here in a second. Figure out what's holding me up on these fans. I think I need to get some side cutters and some other tools here. I might get some of these back screws real quick. Those aren't doing anything useful actually. Alright, I'm going to get some side cutters and some other tools. Alrighty, let's see here what we can do. Oh, that just came off on its own. Piece is pretty well degraded, it looks like. Just gonna loosen these nuts for the video connections here. Appears to be SDI, yeah. Just normal SDI connectors. Nice gold-plated BNC connectors. Funny if that card was held in just by these nuts. I think there's something else holding it on though. Not really. I think this bracket here. What's interesting is that's what's going on there. Oh, all right, there's a screw. I just didn't see it at first. It was obscured. It's like that bracket looks like it's been kind of riveted in almost, but oh, there's a screw. Another T10. I was not paying attention when I was looking at the bottom. Alright. Little Tension bracket, interesting shape. Now the card should be free, although it is also being held in by its cabling. Little ribbon cables here. It's basically floating free, but yeah, screw it. I don't care about saving. Well, those are strong connections. Maybe we'll pop it just to make it easier. I always wonder how standardized these connectors are. I would assume they're pretty standard, but I don't know for certain. There we go. So we got an Altera Stratix with, what do we got here? Don't recognize that logo. I probably should. Tear apart enough stuff. We got some analog devices here as well. ADV202 BBCZ Surf. I would assume the purpose of all those components is just for video processing. Let's see here. Oh, alright, so our screws are doing something. I'm gonna take these off first. Really? Not a standard size. Yeah. Wonder if it's the same size of the this uses. Nope. Too big. Too big for that, too small for the other one. I don't have anything else that would be compatible, so just do this the hard way off frame. It's really in there nice. I feel like they just put a ton of Loctite or something, I don't know. Wow. There we go. I don't know what they used, but some sort of thread locker that's really tough. Slowly but surely. Yeah, not enough to grip it on yet. Here we go. Alright, a couple more screws I gotta go get here. Whoops. Disconnect the fans from the main board. I think we're at the point where we can start getting stuff out. Not too much intelligence on this networking board. I don't even think that's going to be readable. I think a person might be able to read that. That's just gigabit networking, so nothing too exciting. We got the main control board. So I'll look at this in my own eyes first. A little bodge there, and add a capacitor there for some reason. It's interesting. Pull off this sticker here. Kind of. Oh, there's so many things on this board, I don't know where to start. an Intel chip there. Due to its proximity, I'm guessing it's related to networking. PC82545GM. Yeah, that's definitely networking. Is that gigabit though? I think that's so old it might actually be 10100. I feel like that's something that like a Pentium 4 computer would have for networking. It's been a while. Got an Altera Max with a really long model number. And some Samsung memory next to this Altera Stratix. And some other Micron Technologies memory. Let's see, which way? I got a Texas Instruments digital media processor with a really long model number. What I'm trying to figure out here then is, are these both? Oh, yeah. Okay, yeah, those are both storage chips, I think. That one says Spansion on it. This one's Samsung. Based on the branding and the way they look, they scream storage to me. And then I think this is a mixture of power regulation and signaling. Got an analog devices chip there. Is that, I can't tell what that says. AD9859. But yeah, it's interesting. Now to get to the power supply. Yeah, I don't know if that's a particularly good brand or not. Cosel PBA50F-5. 5 volt, 10 amp output, so 50 watts. The enclosure looks nice. Not really worth anything in scrap, so I might end up saving it. I don't know. I always like saving these little power inlets as well if I can get them out easily enough. This one's one of the more difficult styles though, with the metal springs. And there's a front LED display board I can get out as well. Don't expect to be particularly interesting, but we'll get it loose. Man, not much to see there. Alright. And if you want to look at the fans for some reason, that's what they are. But yeah, interesting device. I think this board will actually pay pretty nice in scrap. But otherwise, hopefully that was interesting, and thanks for watching.